You've probably never heard of General Smedley Butler, but this Marine general may have just saved the United States. You see, in the early 1930s, America was in a bit of a pickle. The stock market had crashed and people were getting pretty fed up with the government as an action to fix it. Enter Smedley Butler, a four-star Marine general who had some thoughts on the matter. In his 1935 book, War is a Racket, Butler criticizes the military-industrial complex and the corruption that drives it. He argues that war is not about defending a nation or its people, but rather about making money. In fact, he believed that the real enemies of the United States were not foreign countries, but rather powerful interest groups at home. These so-called patriots would start wars in order to line their own pockets, and then use the public as outrage to take even more power for themselves. Sound familiar? Well, it gets worse. In 1938, Butler wrote another book called The Old Marine and the New. In it, he warns of a coming fascist takeover in America, orchestrated by none other than the business class. According to Butler, these wealthy elites were tired of what they saw as the government's incompetence, and so they had hatched a plan to overthrow it and install a dictator. Talk about a scary thought. But wait, there's more. Butler claimed that he had actually been offered a position in this new fascist government, which he of course turned down. In fact, he used his position and influence to do everything he could to stop the plot. He spoke out against fascism and the military-industrial complex, traveled the country giving speeches, met with government officials, and even wrote a letter to the Secretary of the Navy. All of this to prevent a fascist takeover in America. And it worked. The business plot, as it came to be known, was never carried out. America did not descend into fascism, and we can thank one Marine general for that. So remember Smedley Butler, the man who saved America from fascism, all while no one even knew his name?